I'm going to review the new Linkin Park's album, The Hunting Party. Oh shit. Oh my god. Yeah, so this is going to be my first time reviewing something. So yeah, enjoy. Alright, so the first track is Keys to a Kingdom. It's an all I'm awesome brawl from Chester and Mike singing, rapping, and screaming. I love the way the song opens by Chester's robotic scream with ecstatic and a robotic effect without any warning that makes you go, oh, fuck yeah. So when I first listened to this song, I got pretty scared, when I put up on my TV loud. But, I love how the ending of the song, it just gives you this little tiny hip hop beat with this little children just saying something. But yeah. But Mike's rapping is out of this world. I mean, he just kills it. I mean, Chester and Mike both kill it. I mean, they always kill in every fucking song they do. And he shows you how it's done with an amazing beat that flows. So my eyes and ears were bleeding out of my skull throughout this whole thing. I did not expect that at all. For the second track, All for Nothing. Now, when you first listen to the song, it's kind of, I mean, it gives you pretty much like a 90s feel to it that makes you go like, oh, fuck yeah, with your fist pumping in the air. And also, Mike freaking is awesome. It's awesome in this song throughout. With singing with Paige Hamlet with from the band called Helmet. So it doesn't really hurt the song at all. It improves it much more. It gives you that cool, punk vibe and rockish feel to it. Now for the third track, Guilty All the Same, which came out like in March something, I forgot. Well, this is the first single that came out for the Hunting Party, to introduce the album, to get its feel from it. And it's an absolutely gorgeous treat, from Chester's Raw singing to the legendary Rackham just, flowing it down and showing how it's done, the hip hop style. So if you put the song all the way to the max, you're gonna have a really good fucking time. Now on the fourth track, The Summoning, it's just basically a 1 minute instrumental piece, that forwards into war. But for me, I feel like that 1 minute is like a clusterfuck of mostly all their albums together, and you could just hear those amazing sounds in the background. For the fifth track, War, it's a punk thrash song that Chester delivers insanely that you just want to be in a mosh pit for this, you just want to kick around and jump everywhere and just punch people. But Chester, as always, he kicks it with his yelling, gritty voice and Brad's, fast guitar playing, and also has a really good solo in the background, and also for the drumming too, for Rob. Now for the six tracks, Wasteland, all I gotta say, this is one awesome fucking kick-ass song that is heavy banging with this heavy guitar riffs, just going dun in there. And then Mike raps as usual, he kills it. And for Rob's, jungle beat drumming, that flows so well. And I love the intro to it. It's so perfect. So I could say this is easily one of the best songs on this album. Now for the seventh track, Until It's Gone, I have to say this song, it's pretty simplistic, but not in a bad way. It gives you that heavy electronic kind of rock style, which reminds me of Living Things, pretty much. But I have to say that what makes up the song is Chester's voice. It makes you want to sing along with him. That works so well. So this song could pretty much be a good performance live, and everybody just sings along with him. For the 8-track Rebellion, I have to say this is one fantastic pleasure from Linkin Park introducing Darren for System of a Down, playing so heavily that you could listen to that System of a Down sound, that we all been waiting for, plus with Linkin Park. So this is a must listen if you're a System of a Down fan or you're a Linkin Park fan. And I have to say this song is epic as fuck, Mike sings in the song in the background, so gently with Chester, and then it just kicks it to like Chester screaming with that guitar riffs, and it's epic as hell. That's all I have to say. For the 9th track, Mark the Graves, it feels like a Minutes to Midnight and a Living Things song, mixed with like heavy guitar riffs throughout the song, and it's a good track to hear Chester and Mike singing and yelling together in this track. And then once again at the end, Chester just gives you all his screaming. And it's pretty damn great, that classic Linkin Park Chester screaming. As for the 10th track, Drawbar, for this one song, I heard so many disappointments on this track because I understand that people wanted Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machines to, go batshit crazy just playing his, his iconic electronic or fuzzy reggae type of guitar sound. But for me, when I listen to it, it's really beautiful. It's like Linkin Park kind of like slowed it down for a bit. It relaxes you. It's like it makes me feel like I was in the ocean. It gives you a mixture of A Thousand Suns and A Minutes to Midnight feel. For the 11th track, The Final Masquerade, this one was really quite different than any other tracks on the album because it sounded strange to me. I guess it caught me off guard, but don't get me wrong, I really like this song. Out of this whole album, this has to be one of Chester's best singing in the album. The track itself is a good kind of slash soft rock, not to headbang to, but only to listen to Chester's voice to sing along with him just like Until It's Gone. For the 12th and final track on the album, A Line in the Sand, at the beginning it reminds me of that tinfoil, which I like, and then we get Sad Mike singing about death, while in the background it reminds me of those Hybrid Theory sounds, but then as a surprise it turns into this blasting heavy rock song while Chester screaming along with it. During the guitar parts, it reminds me of Guilty All the Same, which I don't mind. I'm not going to complain about it. But Chester's scream has this scream so aggressive and so mean. It sounds like he's about to kill someone. And then we get a little bit of, a breakdown of Mike's rapping, which is like pretty damn cool. I mean, that's my favorite part. And this is surprisingly their heaviest way to end on an album. Everybody goes full force without breaking a sweat. In conclusion, Linkin Park said they wanted to do a heavy / rock album, and they delivered it as they promised. Chester screams so much in this album, Mike's rapping skills are off the chain, Brad's guitar riffs are good as ever, and his solos too. Dave's bass is heavy as hell, and Rob's drumming gives it everything he got, and Mr. Han's samples never failed to impress. If you want heavy rock, this is a must-buy.